So, I'm by no means good at it, but I'm going to try and teach you guys some breakdance and some simple stuff that you can do with your Olympic lifting. Now, one big thing with Olympic lifting and teaching your athletes, you have to start with why. Why are you teaching Olympic lifting? If the goal is to make Olympic lifters, they better be competing in Olympic lifting competition. If you're using Olympic lifting, it's for power development and strength development. That's your goal. So always remember your goal with this is not to make Olympic lifters. It's to make them more powerful for their sport. I'm going to teach you guys everything from above the knee first, because I think that's the easiest way to learn. So first thing with your broomstick, we're going to teach grip. Overhand grip, we're going to go with a narrowish grip first, so sort of thumbs away from hips. Grip, your elbows will turn out, shoulders back. So if you were to lift from here, elbows go straight out to the side. So the goal with Olympic lifting is to put a very short pulse of energy into the bar and to make it float, make it airborne. So, I'm in that above the knee position here, elbows out, shoulders back, pop. Just a little pop and shrug. So let's jump on that, try that. You might need some weight now for this, because it doesn't make sense with a broomstick. See how Tom's bar is going forwards? He's trying to throw his hips in. It's not a glute exercise. Olympic lifting is not glutes. It's equal parts, knees and hips. So it's here, straight vertical. So the bar should not be flying out, it should be flying up. You're trying to control it with your arms. Shrug and just relax it. There you go. Joel asked a really good question. Should you be coming up onto your toes, lifting your heels up? You will, but that's not the goal. I'm not thinking about calf raising. That's just going to happen with the momentum. So what I'm looking to do is make the bar airborne using my legs. So from here, get down to that position. The bar, I want to be weightless. I want it to float and hang, but I don't want to pull it, and I don't want to calf raise. I want to use my legs. So I'm popping with the hips and the knees. See that? That will raise up as a result, but that's just momentum. I'm not thinking about that. I'm trying to stay on my heels. If you can stay on your heels, you'll put more force into the ground. More force in the ground means more impulse. Bring it in a little bit for this one. We're going to progress to the next stage. What I'm teaching here is a barbell snatch. We're actually going to take this to a snatch overhead, not to a clean. So we go a medium grip snatch, which is sort of about there-ish. So all the same rules as before. We're here. Now you're actually going to let the bar float a bit. So elbows out, shoulders back. And from here, that bar, I'm not rowing it, it's just going airborne. The goal with this is to put the shortest impulse into the bar as possible. You're not dragging it up, it's just hit it real short and it'll fly the rest of the way. Just get ready though, because soon we're going overhead. Good work. So we've got the feeling of the pop, getting that initiate, that short impulse through here, putting that movement in quickly, staying on your heels, that's good. Now I'm going to flip it though, we're going to go away from the barbell, I'm going to teach you a dumbbell snatch. So, to get overhead, it's easy to do it with one arm versus two. So being up there is going to be a little more comfortable for those of you who are thoracically challenged. So from here, I'm just going to pop and explode and get that dumbbell overhead. So here, all the same rules, so elbows out, shoulders back. Violent explosion through here, then it flies and sails and floats, catching a little bit of a squat. I'd actually recommend you start with something reasonable, somewhere between 6 and 12, so you've got a reference point. Because with a 1 kilo dumbbell, you'll be able to pull it with your arm and row it overhead. If you've got a little bit of weight, you actually have to, you know when you've got like something on you, you have to hoik it a bit. I want that sensation. Tom, far away. See that? It's a high pull. It's here, and then transition under the dumbbell. And now that was much better. But now see, it was a bit army, so it curled it a little. So it's the same thing, second one, but with the pulse from the first one. There you go. That's the one. Nice work. Feel the difference? Yeah. See how it gets weightless when it just floats up there? Yeah, nice. Dumbbell snatch, that's one of our favorites. That is a really good primer in between your squats. So use that before your squat. Kind of teaches you how to explode into the weight. And so it gives you that post-activation potentiation, if you will. You just do a light set of that and teach you how to really explode and get that velocity onto your squat as well. So next is to actually go to a snatch and end up overhead. Got my medium grip width. Here, above the knees, elbows out, shoulders back. Pop. Just again, that short pulsive movement. I'm not working any more than here until the catch. That bit between those flow. Andre's just asking about triple extension. Yes, you will triple extend. That's the goal for us. And that's where we want an athlete who's jumping, sprinting to be stronger. If you're an Olympic lifter, however, if you spend too long in triple extension, you can't get back under the bar into your squat to catch it. So in a competition, they're having a trade-off between extension and flexion. For our athletes, we're dealing with lighter load deliberately. Lighter load means you can extend for longer and have the bar fly up to your hands, not flex to bring your hands back under the bar. Does that make sense? Yeah. So competition Olympic lifting, you would barely get to extension. For our guys though, we want them to extend and then catch high. Grab out a couple of phones, let's get Huddle open up and let's start recording some video.
So, Jacob,
Deb,
your form, how's it going?
you tell me. I can't.
You've been practicing a bit, man?
I've had to. I used to Olympic lift a lot, but I haven't been recently. I've been a little slack on my Ollie lifting.
Look at our interns just always on their phones.
Sorry.
How rude.
The best view is directly side on. Back angle's no good. Directly behind doesn't tell you much. In front tells you a little bit, but side onto the bar is really the best view.
What are they using now, Jacob?
So we're using Huddle, which is a video analysis technique or video analysis software. This allows you to slow-mo the videos, put lines on, draw squiggles, draw angles, and show you what's going on in slow-mo. So she's gone down to the RDL, good position, good knees and hips. So from here, there. That extra little pulse. The reason you go above the knee with an Olympic lift is because you're looking for concentric only. We're not looking for a stretch shortening cycle. Tennille, as an athlete, is trying to cheat and use her stretch shortening cycle. Because I want power out of nothing. That's why I go above the knee with an Olympic lift. Is I want her to be able to go, "Gah!" and explode off nothing, off a dead stop. Create pure concentric power. You're trying to dip into it to load your stretch shortening cycle. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Video though gives us that. We wouldn't be able to see that without video. So, now that you've watched yourselves in video, let's go again, see if we can fix those flaws and have a look at your videos before and after. So film each other doing another set of 3, and then you'll be able to compare left and right. So Tom, you'll be able to go left Tom, right Tom, good Tom, bad Tom. Compare the two and see what helps. See how much more extension there is. Yeah. See how much more, a little more knee on the landing. So much better. See the difference though? But you only get that from watching yourself. Yeah.
How are we going, girls?
I don't drive as much with my legs.
And probably bringing it a little bit away from my body.
Away from my body as well,
Yeah.
Struggling with that one.
All right, let's work on it.
Last component with the snatch, and then we're going to go to a clean, is to learn how to go from below the neck. So I've got you up on blocks here so you'll be able to keep a neutral spine. From here now we need to have that double knee bend that I talked about in the debate. Then we have the Olympic lifting debate. So from here, over, so this is kind of like a deadlift, up, and then bend, and then explode. It happens pretty naturally. The first few times you're going to be like, whoa, how do I... But the goal though, if you look side on, the goal is to get from an RDL position back into my hang power position. That's what I'm doing from here. There. So you might want to try a couple of those first, from here. It's not that much, and then up. Because otherwise, if you stay in your RDL position, you'll hip throw, and you'll be chasing the bar. Now, I'm not great at this, so don't just... It's pretty smooth. That's sun. Not much there. You have to move your body around the bar. Can't adjust the bar.
I'm done.
It's not impossible, it is doable.
Lifting. Guys, I know you're really focused and stuff, but this is quite an aggressive sport. Like, get some aggression and power, please. Please.
That's your snatch. We like to snatch more than the clean because we have a large basketball population and you don't want to mess with wrists in a clean position. The snatch, even though your overhead's actually a little safer from a chin and a wrist point of view, so we like that. It's also a little easy to teach, and especially the dumbbell snatch. So that's our preference. But the clean is still a very good exercise. So, the first thing though with your clean is you need to learn how to be in a rack position. So, I need to be able to get there. Now mine's okay, but I need elbows and humerus, so upper arm, parallel to the ground, which is hard work. So this sits on my shoulders, so I should be able to go like this. It's still not choking me, and it hasn't fallen forwards. Can I get it? Yeah, like so. As you're here, just exhale, just try and push your elbows through. It is inherently quite an uncomfortable position, so it may not get comfortable today. But you just want to get that elbow higher so that you're in a position to catch. If you can't get to this, you're not clear to clean. So let's have a look at what you've got first. And then we'll have a look at some interventions for your rack position if we need them. That's it, shoulder. So tall through the chest, retract the shoulder blades. Now up.
I can't. Oh my god.
How's that make you feel?
It hurts.
Elbows up. Retract the shoulders. Stay tall, you don't have to be in a squat right?
No.
Yeah, got some more to do. Okay, interventions. So we've got a few,
Not to be doing this.
we've got a few options. My first, and this is a shout out to Eric Cressy, is a tricep and lat stretch. So we got this one from Eric Cressy. It's a ripper. Elbows here, hands on, and you're going to go over your head as you drop down into the position. I'm trying to get this over my head that way as I sink my butt back towards my heels. And you get a massive tricep lat stretch. Jump down, guys. Give that a try. Elbows right on the edge of the bench, and your head's going to drop under the bench. That's it. And you're going to drop backwards. Neutral spine. So, James, you are arching quite a way through your back. I don't want you to arch that much. That's it. And then sit. No, don't sit down. Sit back so knees even further forwards. And then sit backwards. There you go. So, last thing for today is a hang power shrug. Hang power clean, I should say. Same rules as before. I'm now going to narrow grip. I'm just outside my hips. Just to here. Tiny little pulse. Get the elbows through fast and don't muscle it. People are going to get to here and they're going to go, ah! And try and wrestle it. So you've got to pulse and then use your hands just guide it into your shoulders. Same rules as before, the shrug. The same thing, shrug, explosion, catch here. There we go. Yeah, that's alright. That's the big problem. For me, that's the big problem with clean, is that trade-off between extension and flexion. You know, you're worried about hitting yourself in the chin, you're trying to extend, but you're also trying to get back under it. So it becomes this little bit of, it's still good, you're still loading, it's still force development, but I wonder whether it's like with a call, if you're not really getting that explosiveness, and that's why I think we like the snatch, is you get that explosion, you get that chance to extend, which you don't really get with the clean. Still a good exercise, isn't it?
That's it. One more. Better, well done.
So any questions on the Olympic lifting stuff? That's a pretty basic, very broad overview, but that's hopefully that you started. Arjul had a really good point before. He said, you don't actually have to use Olympic lifting for Olympic lifting. You can use the breakdowns. So for example, if your goal is triple extension and power, a hang power shrug, that one might be enough. Load the hell out of that, don't worry about the catch. If the catch position is the thing that's giving your athletes or you the problem, just don't catch. Hang shrug, back down. You can do that sort of thing instead. So the breakdowns are just as effective as the actual lifts. So don't think that we've started an Olympic lifting breakdown and have to take them all the way to a full snatch. You can stop anywhere along the path and use that for power development. Because remember, with athletes, the goal is power development, not Olympic lifting. Olympic lifting is a tool to help you with your power development. Outstanding. That's all, guys.